Hello everybody, I am Morg the Borg and I'm going to be showing off two chain blade builds that I have been using for quite a while actually. I've been using these builds ever since like the escalations and everything came out, and there's two types of builds that you could use. One that would get you to mid game, which would be the shroud, and then you'd be able to knock out the escalations and get gear from there. And ideally, I'm going to be showing two builds. One is going to be the Borealis, and the other one's going to be Scorching Agonies, which is going to be the one that you get from the fire escalation. I will be posting the builds in the description, and you guys will be able to check them out. The only thing that you guys would have to worry about is the stuff that I'd be posting in there hasn't been updated yet to show off for power surging and everything, which is a whole new feature. So ideally, for the chain blades as a whole, they have very few combos. And the main combo really is the swinging blade, as that will put in a lot of energy bar. They'll put up a lot of energy, I should say, for your special. So as you can see, there's an enemy up ahead of me from the hunting ground, and I'm going to be showing off the combo. So it'd be two lefts, one right, and one left, and then you just repeat the combo. And that'll get you basically a bar full of it. And you kinda just keep repeating this over and over again until, you wipe out the monster. Ideally, this isn't my really favorite build, as I'm still experimenting with a couple of other builds, as I haven't got the gear yet from other escalations such as the Terra, and along with Lightning and Void. Or, well, Umbral. But, so the concept of this is to kind of pump out a ton of damage just by one combo. And ideally using the combo with your special bar. And your lantern tap would be giving you a boost for your damage for 6 seconds, which is massive compared to all this. So ideally, I'm at 7 for my special bar, and I'm gonna get up to 10 real quick. Oh, well, this is probably the worst enemy actually to show this off on. Just because it has that whole, like, snowstorm effect, blizzard effect, and that kind of just blows. Okay, where is it? Oh, it has summon too. Yikes. But I'm gonna get the bar up real quick. And then once I kind of show off a bit more about this, I'll show off the other weapon. Because the other weapon and this is basically the same. So I hit 10 in my special bar. And when I do the lantern press, it does a ton of damage, along with the stagger, and then I could kind of just go to town on it and get the bar up and kind of rinse and repeat. Sometimes you get issues like that where it kind of just sends you to the moon and then you just land. Luckily there's no fall damage, so you don't have to worry about that too much. What's really nice about chain blades though is how fast movement they are, but they do lack in damage compared to like the hammer and the axe and stuff like that. But being able to pump out quick attacks such as this in just a couple of hits is kind of massive. As you saw, I did go down a couple of times, and with this being the hunting grounds, there's no real downside of healing all too much. When the emergency bar goes max, the monster just flees and you just go on a different monster. But what's really cool is if you use up all of your revives, you could place the supply crate, which would also help to swap gear. So I'd restock my consumables, which is also the revives, and I could swap my gear to the Destiny of Boreas, which is probably my favorite one, as it is a ideal spamming, like special spam. Let's see. we'll head over here because I'm pretty sure they're fighting an enemy right now. And with the hunting ground, you could hunt with up to 6 people, which is really really cool, and you could just go around hunt monsters. But so ideally, you could use the same build for both, which is really really cool. And ideally, every dual blade build, every chain blades build would ideally use the same. So I got my special to 10, and I'd really be doing the same thing. I would activate my lantern press, do the special, and then rinse and repeat with the same combo as before. It'll always be the same combo. It'll be 2 left click, 1 right, and 1 left, and then you just repeat the combo, and it'll put in work. And then once you have 4 charges, you just go to town, and you'll, if game doesn't bug out, you could ideally get 8. And you just keep on going, and you'll put in all this work. So I do thank you guys for watching. I do stream this game at twitch.tv/marktheborg, which we put in the description. I do play with viewers, and I do hope to meet more of you guys. I mostly use chain blades, but I do also use sword and repeaters, and I could help out. I could help Theory craft some builds, or we could show off like our fashion outfits. So I do hope everyone has a good rest of their day, and please please leave a like and subscribe, as this is my first time actually doing YouTube stuff. I normally stream, and it's not entirely too, I don't have to make everything too perfect. I can kind of just keep on talking and stuff. But do stop by, and I hope to be able to see familiar faces in the future.